And the Malawi project's always, it's been very close to us, and because it resonates with our brand and what we stand for. It's basically creating change through good design and architecture, ultimately creating better human environments for the people who can least afford architects. The first challenge initially with the design of the church was to create something that suits the context, but it's still something that they're not totally used to, something new, in order to create a sense of a unique identity for this specific village. So we explored the village and looked at elements that people could resonate to. It's a vernacular element that they create themselves. It's like a woven big basket that they store their maize in. We first looked at the existing church of the village of Shimpamba, and there was like a lot of holes in the existing zinc roof of that church. But it obviously happened over time and decay, but that created like a very sacred space, just these beams of light coming into the existing church. And we felt that was something we would want to retain within our new design. It's the sacred space where it's just these beams of light. So that was a basic inspiration for the walls of this church. By doing that, you create something that's iconic, and eventually it can create an identity for this specific village. Through a service or community event, this cylinder of the church houses the most important part of the community, which would be the people themselves. So that was the one of the big drivers of the concepts of this church. It brings a lot of natural light into the space, and it's actually not enclosed, it's not glazed, and for this climate it's ideal because you get a lot of natural ventilation in a space like this. The cylinder form of the church also allows for different experiences in the same space at different times of the day. As the sun moves around the cylinder, it creates different effects and different ambience, as per se. The roof was a bit of a challenge because it's with very low-tech engineering. We had to create quite a large span. So we created two large beams that run across the diameter of the cylinder. And we also used that as a symbol of a cross that you could read in the roof of the church, as there's lighting or transparent opaque sheeting highlighting that cross of the church. The roof in concept, it's a butterfly roof, so it's the two wings that drain to a central spine that runs down here, and that collects water. So you've got one centralized water outlet on the western facade of the church. Youth of Malawi engaged the University of Technology of Tshwane, TUT, for their fine arts students to come up with a design or a mural that presents the life of Legson Kira and his journey, as that's a very important driving factor for the change in this community. It's to have someone local who really inspire people to first of all create change in their community, but then also to live that out and take that beyond the boundaries of a village. It proved to be very helpful to us as architects to understand our continent a little bit better, because sometimes as South Africans you get stuck in South Africa. You think, well, this is Africa. Initially you think you come here and you bring your knowledge, which we do. It is a very big part of that, but the knowledge you gain through that process yourself, again, you learn of these different communities and different people, different cultures, and then eventually you also learn more about your own profession.